The best thing for you to do is to become less invested in this and more invested in something else, something good for you, something more empowering, okay? So you need to focus and put your attention on something else, because at the moment your attention is way too focused on no contact. It's way too focused on, how many days it takes, what should I do, what should I say. If you're too focused on that, then you are way too invested in this situation. So therefore you need to become invested in something else. And I highly recommend that you become invested in yourself and in your own personal growth. When to reach out to your ex after no contact. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about when to reach out to your ex after no contact. Before we get into this video, please do leave a like and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have any tips or any stories yourself that may help other people, then please do leave them down in the comments section below. Thank you so much. So the first point that I want to get into about when to contact your ex after a no contact period, or you feel like no contact should be finished by now, basically. I just want to let you know that there is no amount of time frame, there is no exact amount of days that becomes the optimal time or the best time to contact your ex. And the reason why I say that is because everyone is different and everyone moves on from things at different stretches, right? So if you start doing no contact with your ex, they may reach out to you within 3 days, within a week, or within 2 weeks, or within a month, or perhaps they will contact you in 10 years. Who knows? Like, there is no cookie cutter amount of days, okay? And if you are counting down the days, so let's say you've said that, I'm going to do the 30-day no contact rule and I'm going to contact them in 30 days. What you'll be doing is every day you'll be crossing off the days on the calendar. This comes across as just very insecure and needy, and this is not the kind of frame of mind that you want to be in when you do contact your ex, or if they contact you within that 30-day period. That's not the right frame of mind, just waiting on edge of when they're going to contact you or when's the right time that you should contact them. So this goes into my next point, is that you should contact your ex, if you want to, when you have fixed these insecurities and you feel like you have changed, you're a much more stronger person and you're essentially over the breakup. That's the right frame of mind when you should contact your ex. Now, another thing about this that I just want to briefly say to you is that never contact an ex who has dumped you. Like, if you weren't to blame for the breakup, then you shouldn't be contacting your ex. So if your ex was to blame for the breakup, they should be the one that is contacting you. But if it was your fault, so let's say you did something like you cheated, or you broke up with them for a really dumb reason, or they broke up with you because you weren't being very appreciative towards them, or you were treating them poorly in some way, then obviously, then maybe at some point you should contact your ex. And you should especially apologize, because if you haven't apologized yet, that might be the only reason why you two aren't rekindling things, because they're waiting for an apology from you, which they're not getting. So if you haven't done so already, then you do need to contact your ex and apologize for this behavior. Now, they may not accept you back simply from that, but it's very important that you become the bigger person and you do apologize for your transgressions. If your ex was to blame for the breakup, then you shouldn't be contacting them at all. You should be waiting for them to reach out to you. But it's really, really important that you work on any insecurity issues that you have, any neediness issues that you may have as well. Basically, it all comes down to the best time to actually contact your ex is when you are no longer attached to the outcome. And that's how you know if you are still insecure and needy about the situation, or insecure and needy about your ex. If you feel like you will become distraught if you reach out to your ex and they continue to ignore you, then you are still insecure and needy about the situation. However, if you come to a place of peace and you feel like, okay, well, whatever they say or don't say doesn't matter to me, I'm just going to, go for it and reach out to them and kind of offer that olive branch, shall we say, then if you're ready to do that and you feel really ready to do that and you don't care what the outcome is, you just want to do that, and go for it, then that's a great time to contact your ex. Because if you are feeling insecure about it, and if you're really attached to the outcome, if you're really worried about whether or not they're going to take you back or not, you haven't fully developed from the situation, you haven't fully moved on from the situation, and I highly suggest you try and get to that point. So how can you get to this point? So this is the practical side of this video. So how can you get to a point where you feel less insecure and needy around the outcome of what's going to happen with your ex? So the first thing is you need to become less invested in this whole situation, this whole breakup. Because if you are crossing off the days to when to contact your ex, you are too invested, okay? If you are always watching videos like this one, you are too invested. So the best thing for you to do is to become less invested in this and more invested in something else, something good for you, something more empowering, okay? So you need to focus and put your attention on something else, because at the moment your attention is way too focused on no contact. It's way too focused on, how many days it takes, what should I do, what should I say. If you're too focused on that, then you are way too invested in this situation. So therefore, you need to become invested in something else. And I highly recommend that you become invested in yourself and in your own personal growth. So that means researching things instead of about the no contact rule, researching things about confidence building, about how to feel less insecure, how to feel less needy, how to work on, let's say your health, how to have a better body, how to, get ahead at work, how to get a promotion, or how to start a business and start aiming for that dream life, right? So when you start becoming more focused on your own goals and dreams, and that's what's, your primary focus, then you'll start to become more invested in yourself, more invested in your future and your future prospects, and the life that you're going to live and the responsibilities that you're going to take on, and you'll become less invested on the no contact rule, how many days, crossing off the calendar, your ex, So, and paradoxically, the less you think about this situation, the less you focus on videos about exes, how to get an ex back, the no contact rule, the less you focus on that stuff and focus more on yourself and on your personal growth, the better you are going to feel. And the more attractive you will seem to your ex, okay? The more attractive you will be to future romantic prospects. So even if things don't work out with your ex, you're going to become more attractive to new potential love interests as well. So the more you work on yourself, the more people will become interested in you, because being ambitious and having things that you're really passionate about is very, very, very attractive. People that are too invested in relationships, very needy about relationships, people who are way too invested in their romantic life as opposed to their personal development and their other things that they've got going on in their life, the less attractive you are, because that's what kind of makes someone appear unattractive to someone else, right? So let's say you're on a date with someone, you're on a first date, and it becomes very clear that you like them more than they like you. That's where the attraction disappears. In order for a relationship to work and in order for there to be great chemistry between two people, they must both be at least mutually invested in each other. And if one person is more invested than the other, that person is going to want to turn away from them and they will become less attracted to them. So that's the place where you need to get to a place where both of you are mutually invested, okay? But if you are too invested, they will always be repelled from you, okay? So that's the best way that you can sort that situation out, and that's to work on other things. Put your attention on other things, and by doing so, you will become more attractive. I highly recommend that you go and watch this essential playlist. That will be at the end of my video, and basically there's a bunch of videos in that essential playlist that are all about personal development, how to get better with your habits, finding your life's purpose, things like that, building your self-image, so you can go and watch those videos on personal development. So I hope this video has helped you. If you would like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. Alternatively, you can use the email address provided in this video's description box. You can just send me a quick email about your situation and I will contact you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you guys again very soon. Goodbye, guys.